this week 2 matchup. The Browns are defending Super Bowl champions from last year.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game last week.
They were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
2017 Heisman Trophy winners. You get a look at Baker Mayfield.
It was so interesting in the run-up.
Let me turn this volume up some. Volume control.
To the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents and sometimes his own coaches, but produces plenty of highlights. What do you think of that?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 119 yards, and the score.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue action and throw the ball deep later on.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Odell.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. checking out of the gun. Mayfield. But it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score.
Let's go, Cleveland.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
See what I hear.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
His face looked like his skin was pulled back. His eyes like he pulled back that way. Like look, like somebody just pulled his skin like that.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around. And
I was finna say, that looked like the guy who was on the other show with, yeah, Joe Taffer, yeah, whatever his name is. With the blue hair.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run here with Lindsay. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage
Larry
is very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
He's trying to get away from you too, man.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
All right,
a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt.
Oh, I just slipped through there, man.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find out to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about
They gonna call the holding.
And this looks like it's going to be holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No, I got to go to the
We
air
talk
now,
about
man.
defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out.
Damn.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Damn, that was a stupid play, man.
Former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Good
Well, that
D.
was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Battle for 3, and it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field.
Oh, shit.
Sudden change, right?
What was I doing?
The fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, second quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down and worry about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
And now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And a flag comes in.
Pass interference on the defense.
So let's see who this is on.
Hell yeah.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds
Man,
up.
Denver, their defense is pretty decent, at least against the pass.
Essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. Yeah, the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
David Njoku.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
The As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
Did it so young.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return.
Shout out to Mike Tyson, man. My wife, she's sitting here watching Hell's Kitchen, and he's on there. He's one of the guests, and Chef Ramsay is talking about how Mike Tyson became the world champion at 20 years old, and basically everybody that's on his show right now is under 23. And basically he was using Tyson to help motivate them. You know, like, he did it at 20. You guys can do it too. Maybe not be world champion, but you can be champion in your own world. You know what I'm saying? In your own lane. It's like being a cook or a chef. You know, so that should have been a good motivator. Yeah, shout out to Mike Tyson. Shout out to Hell's Kitchen. Shout out to Chef Ramsay.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
First down, Broncos.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by to Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. He's got his tight end fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out.
They moving that ball.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
It's 2-minute offense. Oh my God. Good drive, Denver. I gotta say, good drive. I couldn't stop him.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And now this is intercepted. What? My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's the second interception this game, man.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out.
Oh, my.
And he's going to keep it. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys.
Man, I was going to say, man.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Needed that.
Get down and get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Yeah, I'm going to just let the time run out, man. We got 45 seconds. No, I'm trying to move the ball.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And take it at the 46.
All right.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game.
I got to get a hold of this game, man.
To Orlando, that's where we
out of hand.
Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But
I got to execute a lot better in the second half.
Around the NFL, following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see
run
what's
was
happening
working
in week 2.
I might just stick to the run.
We'll begin out in Houston, and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Matt Ryan has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Jakeem Grant now to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
45 to the night, 45 to the night. Hey, along the line.
1st down, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A run for Nick Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Man, this dude.
The return comes to right at the 44-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
They playing like they at home, man. What the hell?
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains.
Man, these Broncos is working me, man.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st.
The last drive before the half ended.
Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down.
And then now this drive.
Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. This will be caught just inside the 10.
3rd and 1.
He'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Come on, man.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Flush to it.
Man, look at this.
To the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Broncos up by 10 on me.
You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to.
Oh, man, it's about to be 4th quarter. Come on, I got to score. I'm down 2 scores.
Finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This is Jakeem Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up.
I need a good play action.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This is frustrating.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Well, get there, Baker. Get there.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him. And they're going to get him.
The offensive line is not blocking, man.
Back at the 47-yard line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Denver is kicking my ass at home.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle.
Speed
and this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now. They'll go screen here.
Oh, my God.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming too loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And that's going to be caught for a touchdown.
Man.
Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Browns are back within a score.
That was a rough grind, man.
They got a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult.
I'll take my hat off to Denver, man. They defense is something else. They made that shit hard as hell.
The extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
Man, them Broncos are something else.
By the Browns touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Power bombed him. It looked like almost. Look at my guy. Caught him in the air and slammed him.
Ready to go again. They've been rolling the last last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do
this
think
dude
if
feels,
they can stay
man.
aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
At the 32-yard line.
This quarterback, he's
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their
we got to make him fumble, man. I got to start hit sticking him.
Good coverage downfield.
He a quarterback. He gon' that ball gonna pop free.
13-yard run.
His carry ain't that
Now it's Lindsey.
not like a running back.
Right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his
Well, I got
best
4
game
minutes. I'm
overall.
down 3.
So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make an alternative play?
Oh,
Maybe
come
go a
on,
different
Clowney. How you missed that, man?
This is his time to shine. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call.
About time. Let's go.
He's gonna go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Sheldon Richardson breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Whew. Man,
Davian Clowney showing the
let's go, baby.
explosiveness on the sack.
Hopefully they out of field goal range, because I think they are.
Chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're
Davian
coming,
Clowney
and you never
work,
know
man.
exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard.
And they try to put me out at the 1-yard line, man. They try to make it real hard,
Deep
man.
in their own territory. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Come on,
at their
Higgins.
own 11. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Escaping the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football.
No, I didn't, man. I tried to slide. It's not letting me slide,
The
man.
football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal.
Nah, he was
especially when you
down.
have his
Let me
type
see.
of talent, because you feel like
I
you're
could
into the
challenge
open
it.
field. And
Yeah, let me challenge it real quick. I think, they gonna
we
let me
don't feel
challenge.
the
I might gotta call the timeout. They gonna make me use the timeout. And then I still might be wasting it. It's a hell of a decision, man. because this decision could potentially make me lose the game or help me win it if shit don't go a certain way. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it timeout. Then I'm gonna challenge it.
Quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out.
Hope I get the ball back, man. Damn.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah,
and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th
Perfect.
down. So it's Bronco football as we
I still play. You know I lost the challenge. I think it still played out. Okay. Because I was able to still have 1 timeout and still the 2-minute warning. But I ain't got no timeouts now.
These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
This defense is
shrewd.
shrewd.
Hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
Grant Higgins.
Here's Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Mayfield. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Mayfield to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And pressure there as it's intercepted.
Yeah, it's over with.
And his guys are going to take over.
It's over.
48-yard
I done threw a million interceptions, man, this game. It's a wrap. I should have just ran with it. It was just a terrible game, man, all the way around. Terrible game. Alright, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that video, man. If you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and smash it. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And we're going to take this loss and get into practice and try to work on a few things for the next game. And try to bounce back with a win.
And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude.
They came in here and
I'm not quite sure how they got prepared.
But anyways, man, but yeah, Denver is going to be a force to be reckoned with this year, man. They defense is crazy, and their offense is good.
And day 4, it hit.
That quarterback,
it hit hard.
yeah.
It took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early, try and get on a
Till next
schedule
time,
and feel good with it.
take
Other
care.
teams, they forget it.
Be
Let's
safe.
not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So for the Broncos, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.